Good morning. So this is Steve, Vincent Handler, VIPidaho.com. We are into real estate and building our portfolio. We work with clients for buying and selling, and then we also work with folks moving into Idaho to change a venue, maybe a transfer from a job or looking to start over or whatever the case may be. But we also work with investors to manage their properties as well. So sharing this good morning, our backyard to what in the background there's the golf course. It's one of the fairways on the golf course. So anyway, what I wanted to do is share a video with you about milestones towards goals. The reason why that's important is years ago I was trying to figure all this stuff out, or at least a concept to make sense so I could make sense of it. You setting a goal, all that stuff. It sounds easy when you say it, but then when you try to implement some things or start to do it, it gets kind of confusing because you're not sure where to go, what to start with. So when you set up a goal, so we did ours, called it our success. And what you do is what you're currently doing. So at the time I was working full time, I had just got my license in real estate, and we were trying to figure out what to do with all this stuff. So our main goal, the main goal was to buy enough homes that we could have our own portfolio and live off the cash flow. So we had already had 2 homes together, and then we ended up buying a third, fourth, fifth, so on and so forth, and we've sold a couple since. And I'll get that to another video, but the point is we set up milestones. So what I did is I put a value in the bank in order for us to make the next move, and I was looking at 20% down to start out with, and we've gone up from there since. So 20% down. So then I started on my budgeting on all my stuff I did. I started putting away 20, and that way we could build it up. So it was 5,000, it was 10,000, it was 20,000. And the reason I give you the milestones is because it allows you to see progress. It's no different than going to, let's say you want to go to college and you want to become whatever. You take the classes completed are considered milestones. They're working closer and closer to your goal. If you want to be a mechanic and you have to have some kind of a technical certification, probably have to go to a school for that, and then you get your certification, become a mechanic. So milestones are really, really important. So if you're gonna buy a nice car for your family and it's way out of your reach, don't let that take you down. Just say, okay, what do I need to put away in order to make this happen? Because we really want to buy the car, but it's just financially doesn't make sense. Well, if you could make sense of it financially, wouldn't you do it? First-time home buyers are the same way. And that's really what this video is about, first-time home buyers. I hear a lot that people are priced out of the market. They don't have the money, they can't do it because the rates are too high, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I've heard more than I could ever imagine. And yeah, all that's true, but who cares? If you're a first-time home buyer and looking to buy a house, you think of it as an investment. Everybody says it's the biggest investment you'll ever make in your life. Okay, well, if that's true, then why do we care how much it is? What we really care about is how do we make sense of it financially? How do we, you, whoever the first-time buyers, make sense of this financially? And the answer is you can't. You just have to put enough money away, which takes some sacrifice and takes some patience. And I promise you, once you get there, you start to realize how powerful of a journey you've taken and what it really means to put away the amount of money you just did. And now you have confidence that you can do pretty much anything you put your mind to. You just have to do it. The action step is most critical. I'm watching videos on a guy that does subject to properties, creative financing, and I'm really interested in that kind of stuff because at some point in time, people fall into hard times, and as he mentions, sometimes they don't have any equity in the house, so it's not like they can just go sell it. It would cost them money. So in creative finance, he's found a way to do it without it. And as a real estate agent, the things he's talking about are completely and totally legal. So I'm going to look into getting involved in that, because I think we can do the same thing with what we have. So having said that, milestones are important. And whenever you do a milestone, it should reinforce that the things you're doing are working in your favor. And that's the whole point of it. To give you a small example, when I was going through a transition in my relationship, a divorce, if you will, I didn't have too much money to my name. And I had like 7-8 months left in the year at this point. And I said, if I could put a $5,000 between that point and the end of the year, that would give me some flexibility. I was able to exceed that goal. And then the next year was like, I want to have at least $12,000 in the bank. So I did that. Now, I'm telling you that because I was trying to teach myself a discipline of not spending more than I made. And I used only cash. So at one time I was taking $120 out of my paycheck every time. So once the cash was gone, the cash was gone. Bills were paid, money was in the bank. That was kind of the goal. And I did all of that. And I taught myself the point that discipline. It takes discipline to do anything that's going to help make you wealthy. I'm not talking about being rich. I'm talking about being wealthy. It takes discipline, and you have to want it really, really, really bad. So when you put a plan together and you look at these milestones, whether it's course taking, putting money away, buying a car, landscaping your house because you want a beautiful landscape job, whatever the milestone is towards your goal, and it has to be towards your goal. Those milestones completed are huge. So, happy weekend. It's Sunday. It's beautiful outside. Just wanted to share that with you. That create milestones that you can accomplish along the way that are going to help you achieve your goal. So if you look back, you achieve your goal, you should have checked off a bunch of milestones that says, hey, we're working and we're doing a good job, and that's kind of where it's at. So I'll put some other videos up, but thanks for watching. Please share, please add comments. It's a beautiful day. Enjoy your weekend, and yeah, we'll talk to you soon.